Good evening and welcome. Months in the works, an Apocalypse Duds event. A man Matt and I both admire, so much so that we stalked and harassed him into coming on. And behold, finally, the artist, the great at Ghoulorama, John Rogers. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Connor. I
Live
feel
from
welcome.
the
I
artist
feel
studio.
pursued.
Well, and I've got to say, with a man like Fred Rogers as your dad, that must be some pretty big keds to fill.
That's like, um, I would tell people that he was my uncle.
Of
You wouldn't
course.
go for immediate relative.
Yeah, I would. I wasn't gonna go dad because just about everybody
Yeah.
knew who my
Yeah.
dad was.
Uncle offers a little bit more like plausible deniability.
See, yeah.
Like,
Well, that's very
yeah.
funny.
Um, uh, fuck, I don't know what I was gonna say, but yeah, I did tell people that. And also
What
Roy
about
Rogers.
what about Kenny? Yeah, I was gonna say there's many Rogers, a
Yeah.
plethora
Yeah.
of Rogers that you could be related to,
Fun
but I
Kenny.
fact.
guess related to any of them.
Fun fact. Kenny Rogers is buried in Atlanta at Oakland Cemetery. I think I've actually maybe mentioned this on the show before, but it's pretty sick actually. His
He
grave.
got
People.
married there.
No, he's buried.
Buried.
He's buried.
Yeah, at this huge historical cemetery called Oakland Cemetery, and people leave like offerings and shit on his grave. It's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I grew up. Wait, John. Just out of curiosity, how old are you?
40.
Okay, so yeah, elder millennial.
nice.
Like, yeah, being from the
Native.
South, and growing up, I heard a lot of Kenny Rogers and watched a lot of Kenny Rogers movies that he did with like Dolly Parton and various other people. So,
I've been to Dollywood a couple of times.
oh, Dollywood's sick.
Nice. I would love
Yeah.
to go to Hollywood. That's like I feel like one place in the South that we should keep.
Oh yeah, dude. Dolly Parton. Like, I feel like it doesn't matter who you are. Like, no one can hate on her for anything. She's like,
Nah.
she should be like the queen of
Even he who
America.
must not be named, I'm sure has a crush on Dolly Parton.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, she's like one of the fucking, I don't know, just coolest amongst humanity in general.
She's definitely one of the coolest people in that age bracket.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hollywood, yeah, I've been way more times than I would like to admit because it's like 3 hours from my hometown. So,
I had to like work to get there.
oh yeah, I bet because you're in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you?
You know what? I don't think I actually went. No, I think I might have only gone one time.
Okay.
I went. I camped close to it when I was like 12 or 13 or something.
Okay. So
My
like
troop-
in the Smoky Mountains,
we
you
were in
mean?
the Smoky Mountains, and we all saw the billboards, and we were like, all just hit puberty, and we're like, yeah, we want to go there. And the scoutmasters were like, you guys are
Yeah.
fucking idiots.
You're Scoutmaster, nice.
They were also kind of like, maybe we should go there, but I think they also knew what it actually was, and it wasn't going to be what we were hoping it would be.
Right. It's not it's like a Six
It's not a
Flags
strip
light.
club.
We wouldn't have been like utterly disappointed though, because it's a pretty good amusement park. Like I
Yeah,
really,
totally.
if it has rides on it that I don't ever want to go on really again, I know they were good.
Yeah, definitely.
There was like
That was
the racing roller coasters. I don't ever want to go on that again.
right.
And
Yeah.
there's one that like goes backwards all of a sudden, like you're driving through like stuff that's on fire or something, and you stop and go
Oh
in
my
reverse.
God.
I didn't care for that. But it was good. But
Yeah, 100%.
Well, so listen, speaking of driving stuff that's on fire, before we get away from ourselves here, do you want to? I mean, do you want to talk about yourself for like 5 seconds to say where to sort of establish yourself? I mean, the Ghoulorama brand.
oh man, I'm not good at that.
No, but I'm sort of joking. I mean, so this was the question initially. Like, did you go to art school?
Oh no,
Yeah, it's a canned question. I know what the answer is, but it's a vehicle.
I dropped out
So
of community college. I dropped out multiple times, and I never completed it.
yeah,
I don't even have an associate's degree. Um,
well, it's all meaningless, basically.
it is meaningless, but I find that there's like some stuff that like a lot of people my age or people that like went to college at least for like 4 years seem to know about or like know how to do that. I it's just like completely foreign to me.
Wait, like what's an example of that? Because I
Uh,
also dropped out of school, so
like how to use PowerPoint.
yeah, dude, I'm fucking with you. Yeah,
No
man.
clue. I don't even know where to
Dude,
find
and
information.
here's what's so fucking sad, all right? So I went to a state school in Maryland. I went to UMBC, University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I took a class in the English department that was about PowerPoint. It was about instructional design. It was about the way that PowerPoints are used. We did something called Pachachka, which is like Japanese. Uh, it's like karaoke, but you do 7 PowerPoint slides.
That
Can you
sounds
imagine
awful.
this?
That sounds
Yeah.
fucking awful.
So if you look at them though, they're actually really tight because what it is like you're limited in your presentation to only 7 slides. You
What?
can't do more, you can't do less. So it's like you have to really establish your ideas in a more concrete way.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
It's kind of an interesting way of thinking about things. But the point is, they do teach you how to use PowerPoint in
yeah, I
college,
know they
and
fucking
it's
do.
what a waste of
Yeah.
time.
I don't think I've ever used PowerPoint. I've used Excel to like the barest of minimums, and it's like any Microsoft Word, Excel, whatever the fuck is the most annoying shit on the face of the earth to me.
I did take a Microsoft. Uh, I did take a computer class in community college that I'd had like a 98% in it, but
Oh
I
shit.
retained
Okay.
almost none of the information. It was like Word, Excel, and Microsoft Access, but like nobody uses
I
that.
don't know if that's supported at all anymore.
I don't even
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah.
really don't know if it exists. Um, I don't even remember exactly. I feel like it was for inventory or something.
I have no clue. I don't know that I've heard of
I
it.
don't know. I figured out how to use it, but I didn't never used it again after that class. But like Word, I'm still like great at, even though they've updated it a million times since I took that class like 20 years
How
ago.
do you have how do you have a license for Word? Do you pay for that?
I don't
I mean,
know.
we're not tattletaling on you here. I just
I
like
probably do.
pirated the pirated copies of Word stopped working. So I just use Google Docs now, which I think is terrible.
No, Google Docs is terrible. No, I definitely paid for a Microsoft suite, and I'm sure that I'm paying for a
Well, I'm sure it's
subscription.
like an adult amount. I'm sure it's like an adult amount of money, like $35 or something. But
It's
even
like
still,
it's a business write off, and I should probably look for that charge and make sure I'm actually not forgetting to write it off as a business expense.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But
It's kind of like everything else. Like everything has a subscription charge now. Like even printers and
it's
stuff.
so nice. I love it. I
It's
love
yeah.
it.
What a great time to be alive. Like
You
oh
want to be
yeah.
able to unlock your car doors?
Right.
Pay us $12 a month.
Not my 1999 Plymouth fan. God damn it.
no, that's why I like old cars.
Yeah.
That's why
Same.
well, that and being poor.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
That's why I've always
It's
had
a
old
double
cars.
edged sword for sure. But
a
there.
self
Somehow,
fulfilling prophecy.
somehow the car that I bought in 2020 is only 2 years older than the car that I bought in 2011.
Wait, what kind of car is it? Just out of
It's a
curiosity.
Ford Escape.
Okay, a regular or a hybrid.
I read a lot about it right before I bought it, but it was like kind of like I totaled my Ford Focus. Somebody T-boned me, um, and then he proceeded to call like his whole family to try to drag me out of the car and like beat me
What?
up. I I,
What the
I was
fuck?
kind of pissed because it was like a kid, and he came up to this four-way intersection And I saw him, and I'm like,
This is
dude,
in Pittsburgh.
that kid doesn't have control of his car. Like, he is all over the road. He slides through the stop, and there's a lady in front of me who won't get out of my way. He does like a 180 in the intersection, still not really using his brakes, and just slams into the side of my car and totaled it. So I was pissed. Also, like, I'm like a 35-year-old adult man with like stuff to do, and this guy
Yeah.
in like a 97 like Celica just slammed into me in the most insane way possible. I was like, just dude, just get your fucking license out. Like, I want to get this over with. I want to
Right,
go to the
right.
store.
This is in Pittsburgh, though,
He was like,
right?
don't, yeah. He was like, don't talk to me like that. I'm like, I just want to get this over with, bro. Like, come on. I'm calling the cops. And then his whole family showed up
Yeah.
and tried to fight me.
What the
And I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck?
This is
yeah,
like not surprising to me at all. There was a brief window where I almost moved to Pittsburgh, and I'm so relieved that I didn't. Like, I think that you're just guaranteed to get in a fucking accident there because every road is like parabola,
yeah,
is like a extremely steep hill and then an extremely steep hill going down.
yeah. It's
How do you
awful.
deal with that in the snow? It's fucking
It's
terrible, and everyone drives 1,000 miles an hour. I just think I'm an old person, but it's not safe. I say.
not everyone drives 1,000 miles per hour. People also stop to like let people out when you like shouldn't,
Right,
Oh
right.
yeah,
and they do weird stuff like the Pittsburgh left, which is like when you're at a four-way and you
sure.
let the
Which
person
even has a
across from you
name.
go. I don't
Yeah.
allow it. I just go.
Wait, yeah.
I
I was
just
gonna ask if you guys had jug handles like certain parts of Jersey do,
oh no
but I
no
guess
no.
not.
I've driven a lot in
Yeah.
Jersey. We don't have any of that crap, thank God. But it is kind of a free for all.
Yeah, yeah.
On like
I'm
100th
honestly
road.
like I'm kind of convinced that every city sucks to drive in. Like
Well,
every,
because they're not fucking made for cars.
I
They
mean, yeah.
should be made for fucking cars.
This is an entire like tangent of an episode, but like Atlanta traffic is notably fucking awful, and I see people driving like absolute psychopaths all the time. But I feel like everyone I talk to from any other part of the fucking country has
I've
similar
heard that about
stories.
Atlanta too.
Well,
Yeah,
it's just like which is worst. They're all in a top 10.
right, right.
All major metros. I mean,
I've
Yeah,
read that we
yeah.
have the second, either the second rudest or the second worst drivers in the whole country.
In
yeah.
Pittsburgh,
Well,
really?
Yes.
DC gets the worst traffic.
You can't be a bad driver when everyone's driving like 15 miles an hour for no reason on 95.
Yeah, it's
They're
true.
all
It's true.
equally bad.
Right, and so in that case, everyone is fucked. Well, so hang on a second. What about this question? How did you develop your artistic style? Which is
Whoa.
a one I kind of know the answer to also, but I'm curious to hear because you
I don't
have a
remember the
distinct
answer.
style. You do. You have a distinct style. You have like, uh, it's like chaotic.
Um, it I mean it varies a little bit from painting to painting. But
Yeah,
I guess you can usually tell that I made it because I'll have
that's
other
what I'm saying.
artists like send me. I This guy that I really don't even know that well sent me pictures of my stuff in like San Francisco and was like, "Hey, I just like walked by this shop and I said that looks like a Ghoulorama," and it was like three of my paintings hanging up, and he sent me a picture, and
Oh,
I was like,
what?
"Yeah." Like he
That's
just
what. So they weren't like on like it wasn't an exhibition. It was just like
no.
people. The
I
owners bought the
It might
paintings
have
and
been
hung
in
them
a
up.
like a shop, like a store for like a gallery that I worked with, but
Okay.
they were just like up on the wall, like above the register, and he like could just
Oh,
slide
that's
them.
sick.
Yeah. Um,
A
like how I
strange
developed it, I
age.
don't know, dude. It's
Well, I
been
don't
like
mean how you developed it, but it's like you came to it in some way. There was a path from not doing shit with oil paints at all to making these paintings that you sell for money?
Um, it was a
Which is
long
reductionist, I know.
like process. But it
Because
really
when did you
kind of just
start?
started. It started like all of a sudden. I was bored. I was a writer for a long time, like in
Yeah,
my teens and early 20s, and I really wanted to be a writer. And I was going to school when I bothered to show up for journalism. And at one point, it was like secondary English education, just because I wanted to be able to get a job.
right.
And I was really focused on like literature and writing, and I just like got writer's block. I kind of just got sick of it, and I wanted something more immediate. So I started making
Hmm.
collages, and it was a little bit gradual. But one day I had seen enough art in person or like in books that I excuse me kind of collected over the years, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try it. Like I'm just gonna do it, and
Hmm.
I just got obsessed with it. Like I just started
Because you
painting
are
or
super
drawing.
prolific,
Yeah, I've pretty
right?
much
I
been
mean, how
prolific
many?
the whole time.
Yeah, it's like because this is our first time interacting really. Like we've only kind of texted.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure what to expect at all, but you are like remarkably put together for what I thought you were capable of. I mean, just in terms of like lunacy, basically.
I am pretty shrewd and like practical, like kind of pragmatic about a lot of other things.
Yeah, yeah, it's wild. It's like a great dichotomy.
But this is like just like an area where I don't really have. Um, I feel comfortable like kind of letting loose a little bit more.
Yeah.
Other than like I guess my general sense of humor being kind of fucked up.
Aren't we all? Like, I feel like I don't want to know anyone if their sense of humor isn't a little like dark and weird.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Well, because it means like they have experienced something
Yeah,
real, you know?
there's no light left in these eyes.
Eh,
I don't have like great hope for humanity or like this country like some people do.
Yeah, yeah,
well,
same.
that comes through in the
I mean,
paintings, which
yeah,
no
and
one is talking about that at all. Like that is the mood of the country. No one is saying, "Hey, look how fucked up things are."
yeah, we've got fucking Beyonce on tour and draped in an American flag, and
Right, right, and we have
giving people
nothing
COVID over
close.
and over again.
Yeah, we have nothing that approaches legitimate whatever. I mean, like,
Yeah, it's just kind of like I don't know. I hope. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. It'd be cool if something happened and something changed, but I don't. I don't know. Like none of the developments, while they have certainly been disappointing over the last decade or so, none of them have really particularly surprised me.
Yeah, same, same. I
yeah,
I I tend to like I hold out hope because I'm not gonna give some fascist fuck the satisfaction of like absolute despair. But that's kind of like that's a really hard thing to hold on to a lot of times, and like I put that into the music that I make. That
No, I drive across Pennsylvania too much to like have been surprised by the results of
right.
most
do
of
you
what's
know the
been going
Trump
on.
trailer?
Yeah,
There's
there's
that
at least one.
trailer that says like "No socialism," like coal.
Yeah,
It's
on the
like,
Penda and the Turnpike.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
another one
Now,
on I-79 going north before you hit I-80, I think. Something along those it says something along those lines, but it's like in a
tons of
totally
Trump shit.
different part of the state. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just yeah. I don't consider myself a political person. I would be terrible at making like outwardly protest paintings. So
Well,
like I
that's the
don't.
point, I think, right?
Yeah,
Is they're
that's
not in
People
your
say
face. They're
the act
fucking
of making art is a protest in and of itself.
right.
yeah.
There's
Fuck
that.
yeah.
No, I don't. I painted shitty pictures of Joe Biden too. So like,
Right, yeah.
people like
I think,
you got too political. I'm
Well,
like, dude, I don't like any politicians.
yeah,
well, and like the interchangeability of those two, right? Like, not often is it talked about. Biden and Trump kind of the same.
Yeah,
They're vastly
I
different in
mean,
many
it's,
ways, but like in a lot of ways, practically their agenda is the same.
I mean, at this point, like, no major political candidate or elected official that we have is any different than their quote unquote, whatever wing counterpart. Like,
Right.
outside of
Their
maybe
opponent.
Rashida Tlaib, like I tend to give her a little bit more leeway than any of these other fuckers. But like, yeah, like it's two wings of a capitalistic party. One is a little bit more covert, and one is very overt, and that's basically the difference to me.
yeah. I don't stay on top of this stuff as much as I used to.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Part of it is I just really just can't focus on it anymore. But also because I have two toddlers with me all day that
Yeah.
I'm just
Right,
constantly
right.
trying to stop from dying, and I'm
You
trying to
said
trick them.
once you said I'm feeding and watering my children. Just like,
Yeah,
That's
it's
fantastic. I mean,
it's kind of
it's not true.
yeah.
yeah, it
So I'm
just
just
is
trying to.
funny. I mean, you have a funny way of looking at the world, and I think that comes through in the art also. They
I,
are some of them are bleak, right? Like the dog that is like kill me now or whatever, but it's tongue in cheek and that comes across too.
what?
You know what I'm talking about? The dog. Isn't there a dog that's like with the sunglasses on?
Oh, the take it easy dog.
Right. And of course I said kill me now, but the effect is the same.
No, I don't make as many. I don't make so much stuff like that anymore. Mostly because the community guidelines on Instagram are so funny, and their AI learned how to read some of my text. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, the world's gonna explode. Like the sun's gonna explode.
Yeah. Like
Right.
that kind of shit is just
I,
it's like visceral.
I keep getting served the JD Vance meme painting like as an
Yeah.
ad. That I
Yes,
see it like
I
in the past month I've probably seen that shit like 20 times.
I
good.
showed it to my grandparents. I showed it to my grandparents because they were like, "Who's coming on the show this week?" And I was like, "Well, it's this artist that Matt and I like. Does this does all these oil paintings." My grandmother is an artist, and so she
Oh,
was like,
I'm just gonna stop it.
"Oh,
I don't use oil at all.
I thought they were all oil.
No,
What do you use? Because that is actually a question."
acrylic. It's mostly acrylic. Occasionally, like uh, enamel paint. Usually, like that's the only oil based paint that I use on a regular basis. I may make
I
like
see.
one real oil painting a year. I am far too impatient, and I don't really want to do the cleanup for oil right now.
Well, that's why I was like, "What the fuck? This guy's doing these oil paintings. This is insane. He has children. Are you
I
kidding me?"
I honestly didn't know the difference between oil painting and acrylic. So yeah,
Um,
Well, this is an educational program.
I
it
love
is it is.
I love the smell of oil paint, but like I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like handling people who have like new skin, like they can't handle like the amount of cadmium that I've already absorbed into my body. Like they
Yeah.
can't have. I don't want them to have that. They have to go find it on their own.
Right. Right. That when they're teenagers.
Yeah, like I found my uncle painted. He had a bunch of model trains, and when he passed
Hmm.
away, I inherited a lot of his paint because it just had it. And I found some of the nastiest, best acrylic paint ever, but it had like skull and crossbones on it. Like
Oh, holy shit.
they were not playing with this warning. And I'm like sitting there just like breathing this shit in. I'm like, this is good shit. Um, I'm kind of sad that I ran out of it, but it was also like I didn't wear gloves when I was using that paint, and that's not good for you. Like any kind of red paint back then, or like oh, this metallic silver. I know I got some kind of metal poisoning from that. It's it's got to be in my bones by now.
You
Right.
can't
No,
make an omelet without breaking eggs.
I like the the relatively non toxic and easy cleanup of acrylics. Um,
Yeah. No,
Do they?
that
and I'm
makes a
just
lot more sense.
I'm so used to them now. But like I dry them on these radiator pipes up here, and
Nice.
it takes a little while in the summer. But when it's winter and they're full of hot water, shit dries in like 90 minutes up there. It doesn't
Oh
matter
shit!
how thick the acrylic paint is. It just it's done. Like it cooks it.
That's what I was thinking because some of them are so thick, right?
Oh yeah, I can't afford that much oil paint. Not for what I charge for
It
these
was a big,
paintings.
it was a big mystery to me. I mean,
Oh yeah,
um,
no, that's fine.
so I wanted to ask about caricature because I think that's cool. I think that some, at least, of your work
Yeah,
is caricature, and so I'm wondering, like, what your process for that is like. I mean, if you were to do a character of someone.
I think it depends on the person, and also a lot really just has a lot to do with my mood or the amount of time I have to work.
Of course.
What's your
Um,
like? Yeah, like with the time thing. Kind of what's your
ugh,
process like in a way, or like how much time do you devote to each piece? I guess
oh, shit.
doesn't have to be a solid answer, but like a scale is totally fine. Just out of curiosity.
I would say for one, um, anywhere between 15 minutes and an hour.
Okay.
Usually not more than an hour, unless sometimes some of the ones with text over top of an image might take a little bit longer because I don't even wait for them to dry. Like I use a heat gun just so I can get it done that like sitting right then and there.
Shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, because
I think my heat gun
it's
broke
like
because it's not like burning my hand when I point it at me.
Oh,
It just feels like a
it
hair
seems
dryer.
like you're doing like little uh rollover pressings like you're a propagandist in like the 19th century 18th century,
Um, well, one
like
of
you're putting them out fast as shit.
yeah, I started so like I've been making art since I was about 20, but some of it was like larger, like mixed media, like collagey kind of stuff. So some of it had a lot of like 3D pieces, um, and stuff would just take me a while to finish, and I got kind of like
Hmm.
bored with that. And I had all this unfinished stuff. I had all this stuff that like wouldn't sell. It was too big. It was too clunky. It was too expensive for people, and I just got tired of moving it around. I moved like 13 times between the
Yeah.
time I was 20 and the time I was, I don't know, like 30. Like it
Yeah,
was, I was
me
just
too.
tired
I
of like
mean, I
giving the
moved
shit
every
away.
year. Yeah.
So like I told myself at the end of 2017, I was like, you are going to finish one a day.
Wow.
Like I threw away a bunch of stuff. I burned a bunch of stuff in my parents' garden. I'm like, all right, I'm just like starting over. It was like a little bit after I moved to Pittsburgh and I got settled in here, and I was like, all right, I have a dedicated space. Like I'm gonna make stuff that I actually want to see. And I kind of focused on that in 2017, but I got like really focused on it in 2018, where I was just like, dude, stop making shitty paintings. Like make a good one, finish it tonight, every single day. And I just kept pushing myself to make stuff that I didn't think I could make. I was like tired of like underestimating my skill or my ability and not really like pushing myself further. So like I got really focused on doing that. I was like, I just got to get better at this, and I guess I did.
This is the program right here. That's the program. That soundbite is the program. That's amazing, dude. That's the whole thing of it. Is like seeing how people work and how they get things done.
Well, like I know like he's like canceled now, and you know if you're not a person who studies art or an artist, you don't know who the fuck he is probably. But Chuck Close, he passed
Mm-hmm.
away a few years ago, but
Yeah.
he probably deservedly got canceled. You know, I'm not here or there on that, but he said
Yeah.
a quote in one of the few art classes that I ever took in community college, and it was like on a video we watched, and he was like, I'm paraphrasing it, but like, if you want to do this, you have to treat it like a job.
Right.
You have to show up every
Mm-hmm.
day, even when you don't want to,
Yeah.
and just go to work. And that's what I do every at least 5 nights a week, and I've been doing
So
that
you work
for
at night.
primarily. Once in a while, I get lucky and like on like the weekend, and my wife will take them out of the house, and I'll get to work in the morning, which I do like to do, but I like the time crunch. I'm just so used to working in the middle of the night.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. You're a machine.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
I'll sit there
Also,
and
nighttime, I like for a creative, I feel like is the best time.
I've always been a
Depends on
night
the
owl.
creative.
Yeah, same, same.
So like I've always like just that's my happy place is being awake alone at night.
Yeah, dude, right there with you. Like, it's hard for me to like play music and like write songs during the day. If the sun's out, I'm just like, that's not me.
Well, it's
No,
not
and
the right mood.
I usually want to do something else while the sun is out.
Right,
So like
right.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's kind of worked out. Um, I the kids go to bed, and then we eat dinner, watch some TV, and then I usually don't start working until like midnight at like the earliest.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it's
Remarkable.
a little bit earlier, but like I'll time myself and be like, you have to finish this in 30 minutes, and then
God.
you have to finish the next one in 15 minutes.
Right. Wait. So you're doing multiple pieces pretty much every night?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of nights where I just make one. Like the last 2 nights, I just made one. Um, I started making like a little bit looser, less expensive one on like just panel or like canvas board or something, just to like
Yeah.
give people that like maybe can't afford $100 painting like more of a chance to
Right.
get to them. But like sometimes I'll just line up 10 canvases and be like, I'm gonna make 10 canvases.
All right. Fuck yeah.
That's what I did when I had to buy a new catalytic converter a couple years ago.
That's a great story.
That was it didn't get stolen, it just fucking fell off.
Oh shit! Even
Rotted
Jesus.
out.
worse.
It rotted
Yeah.
out due to top shelf Ford engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
Oh, they're like,
times.
water just
It
collects in there and
escaped.
it rusts out. I'm like, yeah, I love that. Love that for me.
Dude, my dad's a mechanic, and like whenever I help him work on something like that's post, I don't know, 1995 or six, I'm just like, this is the and I'll preface this by saying I hate shit design. Like, do I know anything about designing a car? Fuck no. Do I know
No,
things that look practical? Absolutely. And the way that most shit is designed at this point is ludicrous. It's absolutely fucking absurd.
Well,
yeah,
designed not to be repairable is
Yeah. Oh,
just
100%. Or
wrong.
designed to be repairable, especially in cars, by people that work for a dealership that rips you the fuck off.
In
yeah.
which case, it isn't repairable.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Totally.
Like if
That's
they're
why I like
prohibiting
my
DIY repairs, like I can't change my fucking headlights.
Right.
oh dude.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I found I there's occasionally you can find like a hack that someone figured out how to do that. Like my Ford Focus had, like, I think the textbook was like, it's gonna take you like at least 2 hours to change this headlight, and I'm like, no, that doesn't even make sense.
Right.
Like, I started taking stuff out. I'm like, yeah, never mind. They really buried this under a bunch of shit. Like, you had to pull the
Yeah.
whole battery out and the thing that holds the battery and like something else just to get to the driver's side headlight. I looked it up on YouTube and someone was like 10-minute Ford Focus headlight change.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
just take a rag and a screwdriver and slide it under the grill and pop it out, and then just leave it back there and sort of, like, unscrew the light bulb. And I'm like, oh well, shit, yeah,
Yo, if we got to give one thing to the modern internet, as shitty as it has gotten, uh, the fact that you can go on YouTube and find a video like that
The hacks.
is
Yeah.
incendiary.
yeah,
Like it's kind of the same thing with Reddit. Like I only really I don't post on Reddit. I use it for when I have some asinine music gear question or something that I need
yeah,
answered. And like chances are, if there is a person that is on the internet, they have posted on Reddit about the exact same fucking thing that you're thinking about. And you're like, cool, all right, we got this. And then there's also 30 people replying to them, answering various versions of the same question.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
what
get
a
car repairs
what?
from Reddit and YouTube a lot. Um,
Yeah.
I fixed the horn on my Escape because it just stopped working, and I'm like, I've never had this happen before.
I
And
guess
like, I
it's better than
basically,
it going off all the time, but
um,
still.
no, because I really needed it one time, and it
Oh
didn't
shit.
work because someone was swerving into my lane, and I thought I was gonna die. And I was like, okay, I gotta fix this like now. Like, this is
Yeah.
um,
This is a
Pennsylvanians.
terminal.
Pennsylvanians in general, except for people in Philadelphia, and I don't count them as Pennsylvanians. I said it, and I don't fucking care.
No,
They're not Pennsylvanians. People in Pennsylvania are scared when you use your horn. They get
huh.
scared. They get freaked out by it.
Huh.
Philadelphians do not.
No, no.
But if you want to scare a person in a PA license plate, honk your horn at them. They're like, "Oh, I don't know what to do." So like, I just use that as a power move. So I need my horn all the time in Pittsburgh because it just gets everyone to stop driving usually, and I can just kind of maneuver around them.
Right, right.
I
Um,
gotta try.
To be fair, I don't know if Philadelphians get scared of anything. Like I love Philly. I think it's a
no, but
great great
it's
city.
one of the ways to communicate with other drivers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, 100%.
They react to it. They don't get like freaked out by it, but like,
Right, right.
it's like horn, gestures, a gun. Like, they get it. They understand what you're trying to say. But most of the rest of Pennsylvania, it's like they just freeze up when they hear a horn.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I needed to fix it, and it was just like, oh, just like pop off part of your front corner panel and like scrub the. I don't know. Ford put this thing underneath the headlight, and water just like pulls into it, and then it corrodes. And if you
Of
just
course.
scratch off all the corrosion with like a wire brush or something, the horn works again. So I did it. It took me like 10 minutes, and now my horn's been working for like a year and a half now.
Hell yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Reddit and YouTube like hacks might be the best human invention of the 21st century.
Yeah,
Like give me that over fucking
Not a fucking invention.
yeah, like well, not an invention, but you know what I mean. Like it
it's
might be it's a
It's the
great
best
thing.
use. It's
it's
the
where I
best use
learned how to
case of
use
YouTube.
like, I learned how to mix colors from YouTube videos.
This is the next question I was going to ask. What are your theories about color? You have some interesting color choices. Certainly, there's a lot of primary colors. But so, what's the deal?
Um, I think that is one thing that it might just be like a natural eye for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just
Yeah.
I just it's kind of always been there, and it's stayed there as my paintings got a little more realistic or a little more detailed. Um, but I like using the louder colors, and I watched some YouTube videos, learn how to mix them to make like shadows and stuff like that, and make different like
Huh.
tones in a painting a little better, um, and just kind of how to use color a little bit better to like fill out a face or like the shadows on a truck or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of it is just like, or sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna paint. Okay, this section of like the picture that I'm using as a reference is dark, so I'm just gonna like start that with like ultramarine blue, and I'm just gonna have to like work off of like that's the black of my painting,
Ah.
and just kind of
It
make
always is fascinating to me because I have no ability for art at this type of art anyway.
it's
So I'm
it's.
always amazed to hear about painting.
I mean, a lot of it's just experimenting still. Like I like playing it around, but like I've also been doing it long enough that like I know certain things are gonna happen when I mix this or like I put this here or there, but I still really like to mess around with it and try to
Is
make.
there
Well, you're totally self-taught, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. No one taught me how to paint. I did take a drawing course one time about 10 years ago because I wanted to
yeah.
know how you actually draw, like
Yeah.
use charcoal and stuff, and I really liked it, but I just didn't like continue taking any more classes after that.
Is an
is
annoying question to ask. How are drawing and painting different for you?
Um, I might not be the best question to ask for me. I
Yeah.
don't do as much drawing as I used to.
Hmm.
I just get like much more interested in just making the painting into a painting. Um, I like drawing because it can be leisurely. Unless you're doing it and it's going to be like the finished piece, but like it's nice to be able to sketch out ideas or lay out things like that. It can be like really fast. It can be very detailed. You can take as much time as you want with it. I just don't do it as much as I used to. Like most of my drawings nowadays are very quick.
Because are you sketch out the paintings?
No, not really.
Huh.
I mean,
That's
I
so
do it with
tight.
paint or
Right. Right.
sometimes
Right.
magic marker.
Yeah.
Some of them you can see marker bleeding through. Like one of the Tyler the Creator paintings I made this weekend, you can see it. You can really only see it if you're like up close. And if you look at the
Hmm.
back of the canvas, you can see the marker bled through.
Yeah. Yeah. And he is a great, of course.
I've always enjoyed his work.
Yeah. No. I mean, and what an amazing transformation to go from like teenage teenage idiot to like masterful masterful orchestrator.
Yeah,
But that I guess is growing up.
yeah.
thank you Blink 182.
I eh.
Right.
Oh yeah, the song. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I liked Blink 182 when it was age appropriate for me to like Blink 182, and now I'm just like,
Right. Yeah.
eh.
I don't remember the last time I put on a Blink 182 record. Uh,
I
yeah,
played
but
we played a couple songs for our kids recently because we weren't taking requests from them anymore.
right.
Aren't they like three?
They're like 4 and 2.
Okay, yeah, that's a good.
They're kind of
They can
requests,
they
but
The 4 year old can definitely make requests. The 2 year old, if you understand what she's saying, she is making a request as well.
yeah, yeah,
There
yeah,
is
yeah.
a song called Bailando that
Yes.
is in these weird like AI videos that where they make a cat dance,
Okay.
and they're like just nightmarish.
Yeah, the
I've
kids are
Yeah,
never
not all
watched.
right.
She likes watching them because sometimes it's the only thing I could think of to calm her down. I was like, let me see a kitty cat dancing video, and I'll show it to her, and she'll stop screaming. And I'm like, what is? Maybe this is parenting, or maybe she's just a weird kid. I love her, but
No, that's
I found the
I mean,
song on Spotify, and they want to hear it all the time.
oh god, yeah. Is this like today's Baby Shark or what does the fox
No,
say
it
or
is.
whatever?
It's like a 1997 like dance hit that I just started showing up on all these
Oh,
weird
that's
reels.
fucking amazing.
It's a good
what's
song.
so weird. Like my girlfriend Erin is scrolling through TikTok all the time, and I'm hearing like "Crazy Train" and like "Wood" by Alice in Chains. I'm like, this is not your music. Like, what do you? But I don't look at the videos. I don't know what they're attached to. I guess the
I
Crazy
mean,
Train
the
thing
Crazy
is
Train one
sort
could
of
be the
topical.
fact that like yeah, that Ozzy died last week.
Yeah, but
It's
I've heard
probably
them.
why that's
Oddly,
trending.
I heard them pre-death,
Oh shit, yeah. I,
like grunge
fuck 'em.
hits, like Goo Goo Dolls, Bare Naked Ladies, like shit from the 2000s. It's just odd. It's like stuff is recycled.
It's kind of, I don't really understand that phenomenon that well, but like it's like you guys could also learn how to play guitars and like have this like for yourselves. You could make it.
Right, right. I don't
Like
know.
I don't.
Maybe in a weird way, it gives me hope that like the shit that I grew up with. I mean, I sell vintage clothing. I've seen the Y2K shit that's been trending the past couple of years, and like it's all the stuff that looked terrible when we were in high school. That Gen Z
Yeah,
and Gen Alpha have been like super into, but I don't know if someone's using an Alice in Chains song, I'm kind of like, all right, maybe, yeah,
Well, it's,
it
I'm
maybe
could
not
be.
shit
saying
isn't
like, oh,
lost.
you're like encroaching on my childhood
No,
band
no.
love.
What I'm
I'm
saying
saying
is that
like,
like I'm
what
glad that
video
it's
could it be? What
yeah.
video could it
I,
possibly be?
I might not understand it, but it at least gives me hope that that shit is going to live on a little
It
bit.
could be
You know?
a doorway for
Yeah,
somebody
Yeah,
to make
yeah.
like
The same
good.
way that like I love '70s shit
this
when I was in high school.
this woman I know loves Alice in Chains. She's like 20. She's from the school. She was like wearing a Dirt T-shirt. I was like,
Sick.
yeah,
Okay.
good though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much
I mean,
better than
that's
like Stained
Or yeah, exactly,
or
exactly.
Disturbed or Static X. You know,
Yeah,
whoa.
yeah, yeah. They're all out there though. I mean,
they
Jesus.
are all out there. Yeah, I
They even
got
have
the
like a robot version of the dude from Static X playing, or like a dude
Yeah,
in a robot
because
mask. Look it up.
he had
oh
like the big
Yeah.
hair, like
Yes.
yeah. Wow, Static X. Good
Yes, and he
lord.
was in a band with Billy Corgan.
was he really?
Yeah,
Wow.
like
Wait, what
before
band?
Smashing Pumpkins.
That's like the
Oh,
beginning. That's like the beginning of a horror story in a band with Billy Corgan.
yeah, no shit, no shit. I thought you were gonna say he was in Swan, the like post
Kind
Wow.
Smashing Pumpkins band that was fucking terrible.
of also, they
Yeah.
had like one good song.
Yeah, they did. I've
They
also
had
like
one.
I've come to the realization as a 40-year-old that like I don't enjoy Smashing Pumpkins nearly as much as I thought. I love Gish and like Siamese Dream and a couple other songs here and there, but like they're not my favorite.
No,
Of the grunge
I
bands,
still like
definitely.
Melancholy, and I
Well,
like a lot of the songs, but mostly because of maybe it's nostalgia. I mean,
Yeah,
I still like the
I
songs, but I don't expect them to do that again.
no no. I think I would enjoy them way more
well said.
without Billy Corgan. Honestly, like Jimmy Chamberlain, Darcy, the guitar player that I'm forgetting,
James Eha,
James
yeah,
Eha.
James
Yeah,
Eha.
James Eha is a fucking beast
like
too.
if the three of them with a different person formed a band right the fuck now, I'd be so into it
What
because
about Rob Zombie? I'm just thinking of that for some
I
reason.
mean
Rob Zombie is the front man of that band.
no, even though I love White Zombie,
Yeah, no, I don't think that would work either.
no,
But it would be funny.
it would be funny, but like if the three of them, like Jimmy Chamberlain is one of the best drummers of all time, like best rock drummers of all time.
They all have chops.
They all have chops. Uh, John, so something I like when we were coming up with the kind of outline for the show, something that about your art that really like hits me personally is it reminds me as someone that grew up in like lower Appalachia. It reminds me a lot of like folk and outsider art. And I was just curious if like there's any kind of like influence of that. Yeah,
No,
and I guess Pittsburgh is not that far from like northern
it's
Appalachia.
so I've heard it called the Paris of Appalachia or
The
Appalachia.
Paris of Appalachia.
Swear to God,
I like that. I mean, I think that's
Yeah,
great. And Pittsburgh is so beautiful. Like there are definitely beautiful, beautiful areas.
yeah.
yeah.
You look,
I've only been through it. I've never spent time there, sadly.
it's the best view of it is the most terrifying for out of towners. So if you're ever here, I'll drive you through it because I'm not fucking scared. Also, I talk to people that live here and they're like, "Oh, I'm so scared to go through the Fort Pitt Tunnel," and I'm like, "Why?" And then I
Yeah, that's
realize that I'm part of the reason why they're scared. I'm one of the drivers they're scared of. I'm not even from here. I just drive that way a lot,
Right.
and I've been doing it ever since I lived here. So I never really thought of it as being all that intimidating, but it is. Um, but it's like when you come from, you're going east towards the city, towards the tunnel. Like you're just like going down a hill, and then you go into this tunnel, and when you pop out, you can see the whole downtown and like
yeah.
a lot of the
Oh,
north side. You can see videos of it. People post them all the time. It's a
I,
gorgeous view.
I want to say that I've actually seen that, like driving from
Yeah,
somewhere
It's
on tour to
probable.
Philadelphia.
like it's not uncommon, and it's frequent. Like if you're coming from our airport, or if you're coming from like Ohio or whatever,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that you'll pop out through that tunnel and you'll see it. And
Yeah.
it looks so beautiful. It's a great view, but it's
Well,
also
there's
clustered with people that are terrified of the choices that they are now forced to make now that they are out of the tunnel. You have, unless you're in rush hour traffic, you have zero time to contemplate which one of the like five directions you must now go.
Gotcha.
So unless you have it memorized, so GPS will not help you in time if you are going the speed limit.
yeah.
It won't. It will not save your ass. It also seems to like just stop working in downtown Pittsburgh.
Even though Google has a fucking second campus there, it's insane. They like
I know I flipped off their Google cars before. They're all over.
just just
Um,
bastards. I mean,
but
you
like,
would think
yeah,
they'd be able to get their maps right in their own backyard.
also going into the tunnel from the other direction is, I guess, intimidating and scary. But I like just like rushing right into it,
Well,
and
it's
it's
yeah.
it's
I mean,
it's
it's
fun
a
for me now.
tunnels are scary. I mean,
People get real scared
I
of the
just like.
tunnel.
Well, I don't know how they built them. Why? How did they build them in the first place? Especially like the underground ones, like they have in Baltimore. It just doesn't make any sense.
Oh, dude, I don't understand the Baltimore tunnels at all. And I know when I'm there, I'm not going the direction I want to go. Like
Yeah,
it's a red flag when I'm in a tunnel in Baltimore. I'm like, I don't want to fucking be here.
you went the wrong way.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Well, you
a.
can stop on pass next time. I mean,
I feel like that in Boston.
Shea Fowler is always welcome.
I have um, the only like one or two times that I've driven by Boston, I have avoided it completely. And one time I did it proudly without GPS. Just like
Wow, I've never been there.
I'm gonna go west.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna go west for a while until it looks less civilized. Then I'm gonna go north because I was going to Rhode Island.
yeah. uh, wait. So you're not from Pittsburgh originally? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up. I had, and my parents still have a Harrisburg address,
Okay,
but really we were closer to Hershey.
okay, gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha.
You know, you'd always smell like cow shit,
Right. And
and
chocolate.
you know what? Hershey Park does they when they closed the factory, which I don't even remember how long ago that was, it stopped smelling like chocolate so much.
Damn. Yeah.
It's bad.
And
It's bad.
That's a
chocolate.
bummer.
Let's be real. It's
Yeah.
my
bad chocolate.
my
The
most
milk chocolate is horrible.
mostly what I remember as a local is that when it rains, their sewage treatment plant stinks. And
Okay.
mostly
Yeah.
what I think of is human feces when I think of the smell of Hershey, Pennsylvania,
Right.
and
Yeah.
Hershey Park.
Oof. Yeah.
Um, I think they might have improved that, but I don't really. I've moved away like 9 years ago, so I don't know how much better it's gotten.
Right. Right. Harrisburg's the capital, right? And next to
Yeah,
Lemoyne.
yeah. I lived in Lemoyne for a few years.
Yeah. I played many a show in Lemoyne back in the day.
Yeah. Did you play at the Wire?
No, I played at
Uh,
Championship Final.
Championship.
Yeah, yeah. I played there
Okay.
5 or 6 times, and my old band took a picture running up the Harrisburg like Capitol steps.
It's a beautiful capital. I worked in downtown Harrisburg for like
It's literally like they're literally right next to each other. Like you
yeah
run into each other. Yeah, yeah,
yeah
yeah.
no
We kind of we did like an SSD type picture with our straight edge varsity jackets. This was a long
nice.
time ago, so yeah.
Wow.
I never I'm more straight edge now than I guess I ever had been. Uh,
Yeah.
I,
Kind
I,
of.
I, I, I like to party pretty hard, pretty early on.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was edged until I was almost 26, and like from 15. So it
I
was.
think I made it to 13, maybe 12.
Gotcha. Yeah, I
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do
Me
say
too.
like I still respect straight edge, and I have a bunch of friends
oh
that
yeah.
are, and like it taught me moderation in a lot of ways. I do think that if I had smoked weed when I was a teenager, I would have been probably a much better person and a much chiller person.
I smoked weed for the first time when I was like 13
Yeah,
behind a maybe I was 12. I don't remember. It was
yeah.
it was behind the like Unimart in our little like township, and we were supposed to be at like the May Day for the elementary school,
Right.
and I smoked weed with two of these kids. One's in prison, and the other one is deceased
Oh
now.
shit. Okay. Wow.
But I remember they were like, "Dude, check this out!" And they hid a bunch of like joints behind the Unimart, and we smoked them. And then like I didn't really feel anything. But I went to Mayday and ate like 10 hot dogs, and then I rode my bike to my house and drank a 3 liter bottle of root beer.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah.
that's a Pennsylvania story right there.
And then
That
I
is.
projectile vomited like all over my parents' bathroom. And I
Yeah.
was like, I can't wait to do that again.
Wow.
That sounds
I
that
make
was
up.
right.
awesome.
I make up for it now when I smoke a joint and make a couple of like peanut butter and banana sandwiches. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, and drink like 2 liters of water.
Oh, that makes my 40-year-old bladder hurt just thinking about that.
Yeah.
It's not what it used to be.
No. Yeah. It's true. It's true. Coffee and water are basically the two liquids that I consume more than anything else. So.
That's pretty much all I drink.
Well, water is definitely an important one.
Hey, I've never dehydrated. Fuck it.
What?
Right.
Um, no, I'm really not. I guess even today that good at moderation, but like it was not my strong suit for my teens and 20s. Um,
No.
yeah,
No, I
I was
still
the
haven't
kid.
quite learned.
It was let's just say I had a lot of fun, but I also had a lot of not fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the tale of the 20s for many.
A lot of dark stuff happens. Like a lot of like me wandering through like Kensington with a knife, and I'm like,
Yeah, my friend Liam, God bless him, also an alcoholic, went to Pitt and just like walked around in the pouring rain for like 6 hours, just all over the city. Like the heel of the boot was destroyed,
It's
and
yeah.
that's what it's all about.
I actually never did that in Pittsburgh. I only got drunk here a handful of times. Um,
We never left his house. We would come up all the time. And we never leave the house.
yeah, I get that. That's why I liked visiting my friends in Philly because they didn't really want to. No, they like to go on adventures. We'd like do a bunch of acid and like chase animals that didn't exist. I got real obsessed about chasing this raccoon, and my buddies were like, "Dude, you gotta stop. There wasn't a raccoon." And I'm like looking under a patrol car, and they're like, "You gotta." The police, Philly police don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
No, not about a
Not
Fuck.
about
hallucinogen.
That makes me think
it's like
I need to eat more acid than I have before
Well,
because I haven't tripped that hard yet.
you got you gotta have time. I don't know why we got so obsessed about this, but the one night my friend and I decided. Oh wait, we hated his roommates, so we decided to throw all of their stuff out the window of their apartment.
very good,
And they were his
as one
roommates. So
does.
I really just was along for the ride. Um, he lived on the 13th floor of this building.
Wow.
So we were trying to throw stuff onto the train tracks, but most of it was just landing in the parking lot next to people.
Oh no.
Yeah, so there was like we cleaned out the fridge even. Like it was got real weird in there.
Yeah.
Got managed to get something onto the train tracks. I don't remember what it was.
God bless the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to do, so just fuck some shit up.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It just is like
No,
chaos.
there's lots of stuff to do. It's just you're like 19 years old. You can't think of all the other great things there are to do. At least I couldn't. Like I
Yeah.
like going hiking, and this is a great state to do that, and like camping and stuff.
Oh no, I'm not dogging the state. I know it has nice stuff. It has a lot of nice stuff even. But
I like visiting the Panhandle of Maryland because it's scary.
yes,
It's
like
Wait, what is the
Frostburg and
panhandle of Maryland?
like the
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 Like
part that
Chesapeake?
touches Virginia and West Virginia
Oh, okay, okay.
and
That
it's
makes
like
Southwest PA.
Cumtown, yeah, Cumberland, all those places.
yeah, yeah.
I like Cumberland. I've been there a few times. Um, I
Cumtown. I
but
mean,
like
come on.
yeah, once you get out of there, it gets a little sketchy.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest there out there in the hinterlands of Maryland. Like we just were out in Hagerstown,
Okay,
um, Hagerstown, Frederick area, which like I didn't see any Confederate flags, but there was this woman. I told Matt this already. We're at this like beach basically, and this woman is just in Spanish praying. She has a microphone, she's attached to a speaker, she's just is praying and praying and praying. Alleluia, Alleluia, Jesus. And it's a fucking public beach, basically. There's nothing to be done about this, apparently. And so the park ranger like goes and asks her to turn it down a little bit. She doesn't ever stop. She does this for like an hour. I've never seen anything like it.
that's
I mean, I
beautiful.
know it's Matt says a Caucasian uh, hate preacher out there. Like that's like something you see occasionally, but like this kind
Yes,
of intercultural proselytization, very unusual.
Yeah. Also, like, not to stereotype, but aren't a lot of Hispanics Catholic, so like that doesn't really track with what I know about Catholicism. It's usually like
no, I would think it
evangelical
was
assholes.
unusual
Yeah.
for that to see
It
that
was
kind of
bizarre.
public thing like
I
that.
thought she was gonna put a curse on me. She came over.
She put a
Someone
spell
put a
on you.
curse on me in Atlanta.
Yeah.
In
Oh
Atlanta?
my god.
Really?
Yeah.
You buried the lead.
I spent like a week there, like I guess 10 years ago now, and like this lady asked me for a cigarette, and I was like, no, and she's like, she put a curse on me.
Wait, what? Where in Atlanta was this? Just if you
Like
remember.
downtown.
Okay.
It was. Why are you trying to watch out for her?
No. Just curious because that seems like something that would happen downtown and maybe nowhere else in the city.
It was near that like mall thing that's underground.
Oh, okay. Yeah, near Underground Atlanta. That
Yeah,
tracks. That tracks.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was really like a block away from that, and like someone was like, "Dude, why don't you just give her a cigarette?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "She cursed you." I'm like, "I don't fucking care." It worked.
Well, and maybe the curse is just lifted.
Yeah,
You ever think that?
as much as I love Atlanta, like no one puts any, and including the city government, no one puts any effort into like downtown proper, which could be so cool and has been so cool in the past.
I
But
I
it's very
watched
desolate mostly.
I watched The Walking Dead,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
I was
Sure.
like, "Huh," and then I'm like, I'm taking the like tram or the I don't know what that thing is called. It's like a
Marta.
train. Yeah, the monorail in from
Yeah,
the
it's
airport, and I'm like, oh, that's why they filmed something about the apocalypse here.
yeah. Marta is one of, if not the only, mostly privately funded public transit in the country, which is why it's so shitty. And then a lot of the surrounding counties have been scared about expanding or it expanding into them for probably as long as I've been alive, honestly.
Okay.
Uh, because the riffraff are going to go to the suburbs,
Well, yeah.
quote
I
unquote
mean,
riffraff.
The
yeah.
riffraff.
They mean something more poignant than that.
Yeah. I'm paraphrasing in a way,
We're euphemizing. We're making a euphemism
euphemizing.
for a
Yeah.
euphemism.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I hear what you're saying. I get
yeah.
it.
It's like
Underground,
why there's no metro stop in Georgetown in DC.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
underground used to be cool as shit. Like there were tons of restaurants and clubs and stuff that like it was a big part of the kind of like blues and underground, like that kind of underground music scene in the 80s and 90s. And then it's just like, I don't know, downtown Georgia State's there, the World of Coke is there, the
And
aquarium's
not
there,
like that.
and that's about it.
no, I know which World of Coke you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I mean the World of Coca-Cola, like proper. But
Yeah,
yes,
no, my
yes.
father and I made a bunch of jokes about that when we saw it.
Atlanta also has always had a lot of Coke in general, so we'll leave it at that. John, dude, this has been super fucking fun, and hearing about your process and your where you come from, what you do, and yeah, please shout out your account so everyone can follow you and keep up with the cool ass shit that you make.
Thank you. I'm glad we finally got to do this. For a person
Oh,
with no job, I'm very hard to get a hold of.
Yeah.
Two. Yeah.
Yeah, it's at Ghoulorama on Instagram.
Hell yes.
GHOULORAMA. Somebody tried to email me.
Ghoulorama.
Someone tried to email me from uh, FedEx or no UPS. I wanted something scanned, and she spelled it wrong, even though I wrote it out.
Yeah.
Not surprising.
It was an
No,
arduous adventure to UPS that day.
yeah.
But
I can
no,
only
thank
imagine.
you for having me on.
Yeah, dude, it's been a fucking blast, and yeah,
Exceeded all expectations. So
totally.
Thank you.
We'll do it again in the future, as we're wont to do.
Please do.
Hell yeah. Well, everyone, thank you for listening. We are Apocalypse Duds on Instagram, apocalypseduds@gmail.com if you want to send us an email or a meme or something. I think to date we probably
Send
only.
us a virus. Even. I mean,
Yeah, I think.
please send us something.
Yeah, I've been making this pitch since the beginning, and I think we've maybe gotten.
We did get an email. We got an email.
We've gotten like 3 over the course of almost, or actually, we've gotten 3 in the course of
Matt got
3
fan
years.
mail. Matt specifically got fan mail. So we've gotten some mail.
Yeah, but yeah, hit us up.
Just gonna send. I'm gonna send stuff to it now.
Please do, please do.
Please do send us some unreleased art.
It's gonna be inappropriate.
Please.
That's totally
it's
fine.
inappropriate as my middle name.
It's true. And yeah, everyone, again, thank you for listening. John, thanks for coming on. I am Matt Smith at Rebels Rogues.
And I am Conor Flower at Conor Flower.
And we shall see you next week.
Ta-ta.
Bye.